Gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside the chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside the chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good morning, traders. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Happy Tuesday. I mean, I wish it was Wednesday. Cole had me fired up. Cole this morning was like, good morning, it's almost hump day. And I'm like, man, I wish it was hump day, so I give you a big old hump day. But anyway, it's Tuesday. It's okay. It's Tuesday. Tuesday's a good day. Tuesday's a hot day. Tuesday's a fun day. Every day is a fun day, a hot day, a valuable day inside a chat. So good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, over on YouTube, everybody inside chat, my beautiful, beautiful members, good morning and happy Tuesday. It is June 29th, team, at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we have 2 trading days to go. So we got today, we have tomorrow, right? Yesterday was a really good day. I locked in about $600 of profit. After a bad Friday of losing $900, I was able to get just about $600 and some of profit yesterday. This morning, locking in $449, taking me back up over my $9,500. I'm roughly $500 to $600 away from hitting my goal. So I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm motivated. I'm ready for another $500 so I can hit my $10,000 goal. But I'm not going to give anything back. My mindset is preserving my capital, at least keeping my $9,500, not giving $500 back, not giving $1,000 back, not giving $2,000 back, but at least retaining my $9,500 for the month. So really disciplined trading, right? Really just sitting back, less trades, A+ setups, kind of like yesterday. Yesterday I did trade. I had 7 trades yesterday, but out of those 7 trades, I was green on 5. Right? And I didn't trade a lot of size either. I only traded 18,000 shares, and that was total. That was in and out between all of my trades. So that being said, you know, I'm just looking for those nice, slow and steady base hit profits. Low size, 50 to 100 bucks. 50 to 100 bucks. Every now and then, like yesterday, we get a nice big trade, $200-300. But again, my mindset right now, finishing up this month and getting into July, is retaining my profits from the month, not giving anything back, and getting used to less trades with less size as we are getting ready to dive into our small account challenge preparation. So for the month of July, I'm going to be 80% focused on my smaller account, with 20% of my focus still trading my larger account, still making money. But again, 80% of my focus is going to shift to the small account. Again, less capital, less size, A+ setups, right? Not being able to trade a lot. So again, I'm trying to shift so we're good to go and ready for August 1st when we start our 2021 small account challenge. So that being said, team, it's been a great couple of days. Yesterday was a hot day in the market, a lot of great opportunity. Today, so far, a lot of great opportunity here in the market. So let's go ahead and dive into what we have going on. If you guys do not have the morning stock newsletter, it's really easy. Simply go on over to the website, alphadaytrading.com. All right, scroll on down, and right here, pre-market news and alerts. This is our absolutely free morning newsletter. All you do is click sign up, put in your name, your number, your email, and I'm going to send you this morning stock newsletter every single day, absolutely free. Now, what's valuable about this? Well, not only am I breaking down every single stock that has news, I'm breaking down my watch list, what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it, entries, exits, targets, our pre-market gappers, $240 worth of value. You're going to get this every single morning. You know what's gapping up, what's gapping down. You know your large cap up gappers as well, and getting you guys prepared and up to speed with what the previous day gainers were as well. So again, all this absolutely free. Definitely get it. There's a lot of great information here. Maybe you pick up a stock that you didn't realize was on watch, right? Maybe you come across AMC and it revalidates your technical analysis on your end. Maybe you see something from my watch list that you weren't looking at on the same ticker. So again, it's free. It's definitely something worth taking a look at every single morning and getting prepared for the day. So with that being said, we do have quite a few stocks with news, but again, I've been switching it up a little bit the last couple of days, not diving into every single stock with news, but simply diving into the top gainers and which stocks have the best potential. So I've already done that legwork. I've already done that due diligence. So with that being said, we're going to start with number one on the leaderboard. All right. We're going to start with BSQR. All right. So right now, BSQR is number one on the leaderboard. All right. Currently, BSQR is gapping up 76%. We're trading 11.8 million shares here in pre-market, and the average daily volume on the stock is 500,000. So there's not a lot of volume that really trades on this play, but so far we've traded 12 million shares. Why is this stock moving? Right? We have to find a credible reason. Why is this stock even moving right now in pre-market? Well, let's go over to yahoofinance.com. Let's type in BSQR, and let's see why the stock's moving. Is there any press release? 16 days ago, is it a good stock to buy? 2 months ago, they announced Q1, right? So there's nothing here. Let's go look at just press releases. 2 months ago, they announced their first quarter 2021. 16 days ago, stock to buy. So I'm not seeing anything on Yahoo Finance. I don't see anything on my scans. I don't see anything with TD Ameritrade. I do not see a credible reason that BSQR is currently gapping up 76% in pre-market. There's no news. There's not a really nice daily technical setup. I mean, honestly, the only reason that I would think that this stock is gapping up almost 80% is the fact that we had a decent green day yesterday and we closed above all 3 daily moving averages. So that creates some hype. Traders like, wow, BSQR, right? We had a decent little green day yesterday. This stock opened at 241 and closed at 262. So it wasn't a huge move, but it moved up about 20% and it closed over all of those moving averages. That's the only reason that I could see the stock really moving on up. But honestly, to be gapping up 80% off that, to me, doesn't seem like it's credible enough for this to continue to the upside. I personally think BSQR is going to see a lot of room to the downside, a lot of profit taking. Traders that are up 80%, 70% on BSQR, they're going to trim some profit. I think we'll see this come on back down. So that being said, I'm not too interested in taking BSQR to the long side. I don't think there's enough credibility behind this play to really see it continue the rip and run. I mean, we have better credibility on CERE. We have better credibility with MRIN and XELA, but BSQR, there's not a lot of credibility behind this play. I still want to keep it on watch though, right? Traders are here. There's activity. There's volume, right? There's 12 million shares traded, but on average it trades 500,000. So that tells you that there's attention, there's activity, there's volume. But I don't think there's enough credibility behind this play to really think that it should be our #1 top stock to watch right out of the gate. So again, add it to your watch list. I think we have other stocks that are better and more worthy of watching right out of the gate. We do have support on BSQR all the way back down towards around 371. So BSQR has room to fall to 371. Resistance are those pre-market highs right around 607. So we're in what I call the uncertainty zone, right? Could the stock hold 450 and shoot to 6? Yes. Could the stock crack 450 and dump down to 371? Yes. It's right in the middle of support and resistance. It's the uncertainty zone. Anything can happen. I'm not interested in trading BSQR right now because we don't really have enough to go off of. So again, 370 bottom support, 607 top resistance. If we ever lose 371, how low can it go? Well, it can come all the way back down towards around 306. Now, if it ever breaks over 607, how high can it go? Next target would be 726, and then we're looking up towards around $8 there on BSQR. All right, moving on. CERE. I love CERE. All right, CERE announces positive top line data. All right, guys, if you don't have this, take a screenshot of it. These are our hot keywords to look for in press releases. All right, so what do you see? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 trial, meeting their primary endpoints, right? These are all hot keywords to look for in a press release. So what do we see here on CERE? They announced positive top-line results in their Phase 1 trial. So CERE has a credible reason to be moving up. CERE is trading 2.5 million shares. On average, it trades 300. We're nearly trading 10 times the average daily volume with a 37 million in float stock, currently gapping up roughly 60%. I actually took this trade for a loss. I liked the uptrend. I liked the retest of the prior highs. I liked being a buyer down here around 1861. I was filled at 1860. My stop was a new low underneath that 5-minute candle low, right? So I'm in, it comes down, it stops me out just to run and hit my first price target. $20 was my first price target. So again, good trade. I just had my stop pretty tight because I didn't want to give a lot of my profits back. So I had my stop tight underneath that previous 5-minute candle low. It came down 10 cents lower, stopping me out for a $50 loss, and then squeezed up to my target. So CERE looks great. We have the uptrend. It's honoring the technicals. We have volume, right? We have a low-ish float stock, and we have a credible reason for the stock to be moving on up, right? They're announcing positive top-line results from their Phase 1 trial. We go look at BSQR. What's the credible reason the stock's moving up? I can't find one, right? The CERE, there is a credible reason. The technicals are being honored. We have volume. We have a low float stock. CERE is definitely a stock that I'm keeping on high watch today. How high can CERE go? Well, let's start with looking at the daily chart. All right, let's go left. Looking left, looking left, looking left. And we want to look in this zone right here. We want to start by looking in that zone. So right here, if we kind of zoom into this area, this is going to give us an idea on how high this can go. So we could see CERE back up towards around 2182, somewhere between this gap level, right between that lower shadow, right between that upper shadow, somewhere around like 2182 to $22. Then we know we have just natural $25 resistance. Anything over $25, we could see it up towards around $26.94, and then we could see it all the way up towards around $29 here on CERE. So CERE right now has resistance up towards around $21.82 to $23, that high. Anything over that level, room to 25. Then room to $26.94, and then room to $29.13. Right now, support is back down towards around $18.24. But let's go ahead and look at the daily chart and see where another level of support could be? Well, I would put it right back down here off those daily highs of around $16.38. So again, if we crack the uptrend, we crack below 1824, we could see it down towards around 1638, and CERE is easily shortable, right? So it's easily shortable. That means I don't have to sit here and locate shares and actually pay to short this stock. So if we ever get a setup to the short side, I can short it. If we ever hold that trend line and continue to build higher lows and higher highs, and we hold this uptrend, we can definitely see it have a really nice pop. Again, 25, 27, and then 29. All right, they're on CERE. Once again, announcing positive top line results from their phase 1 trial. All right, next we have XELA, Chris's favorite play, XELA. This stock last night closing at 147, currently hitting highs of $2.45. Why is XELA moving up? Well, basically, XELA Technologies and Marin Software join Reddit meme rally. That's all we have. XELA Technologies and Marin Software join Reddit meme rally. That's what we see here, right? So that's the credible press release. So shares are trading higher, possibly on increased retail investor interest in the stock. Also, the company announced the rollouts of EON, its robotic process automation platform, for a large health insurance company. So that's the real credibility there. The company is announcing the rollout of EON, its robotic process automation platform, for a large health insurance company. That's the real credible reason there on XELA. And then they decide to add in that the shares are possibly trading higher based on the Reddit meme rally shit that's going on right now. So again, we got a credible reason and we got some hype behind it as well. All right, so XELA definitely has some great opportunity today too. So a lot of Reddit traders looking at it, and again, practical traders, you know, us professional traders. Why are we looking at it? Because it has a credible press release, right? They're rolling out the robotic process automation platform for a large health insurance company. So right now, XELA, what is the float? 11 million in float. We're trading 31 million shares, and on average, we trade 2.5. So substantial volume, low float, gapping up 50% here in pre-market. So overall, XELA is meeting all of that criteria to be added to our watch list. Right now, we have support back down off of these prior highs in pre-market. You can see we came down and pretty much bounced to the penny, right around 208 off that spiking high. Here was our lower shadow, boom, right off 208. So right now, main support, let's call it 2 to 208, right? $2 natural support, 208 pre-market high support. So right now, between $2 and 208 is our best level of support. Where's resistance? We're right back up towards around those pre-market highs of $2.45. Now, if XELA ever breaks out over 245 and then 250, how high can this go? Well, I mean, it has a lot of room to the upside. Our next level is all the way up over $3. Then it's all the way up towards around 350, right? There's a lot of great potential today here on XELA. However, what if we start cracking below $2 to 208? How low could XELA go? Well, the first level I see is back down towards around that 184. Right there off yesterday's post-market highs, today's pre-market bounce level. So again, right around 184. We ever crack below 184, we'll most likely see it right back down into that 200-day moving average right around 175. So again, right now we have 2 to 208 support. Best support to see XELA stay above to get the next leg up. We ever crack below 208 and $2, we have room to fall all the way down to 175 and then and 184. Now, if we hold the 2 to 208, we do have room to 245, 250, natural resistance for penny stocks, all the way up to $3, 316, and possibly even $3.50 here today on XELA. So again, XELA joining the Reddit meme rally, but also issuing a press release in regards to the robotic process automation. Low float stock, great volume, currently gapping up 48%. Definitely one of the top stocks that I want to be focused on today. XELA. CNSP is next. CNSP is number 6 on the leaderboard. What's going on here with CNSP? So CNSP shares are trading higher after the company reported it received fast track designation from the FDA for its for the treatment of, I really sat there and looked at that word to see if I can get it right. I'm going to butcher it. So anyway, what do we need to take from the press release? They're receiving fast track designation from the FDA. I don't care what it's for or why, but they're receiving fast track designation from the FDA. That's a good press release. Those are some keywords to look for in a hot press release. That's why CNSP right now is gapping up 28%. That's why CNSP is trading 1.3 million shares in comparison to its 200 average daily volume. And it's a low float stock as well. So CNSP has a credible reason to be moving up. CNSP is a low float stock and it's trading high relative volume as well, currently gapping up nearly 30% here in pre-market. Brain cancer, thank you. Thank you. This is why we're all a great team. We all complement each other very, very well. I got my Indiana education. I can't say a lot of words. A lot of words I use don't make sense, but it's okay. All right, it's all right. So right now on CNSP, we can see we have daily support back down towards around that 214, also the 200-day moving average. We have resistance right up towards around 250. Right now, we're trying to creep right back above 250. Looking left, looking left, looking left. We have room to 269. Looking left, looking left, looking left. Room back to 3. Pre-market spiking high. Looking left. Room to 325. Room up towards around 366. Then we have 396, and then possibly all the way up towards around that 422. All right, and I'm just looking at the daily chart. I'm looking at all the levels that stand out to me as far as support and resistance, right? So again, right now, we have some resistance around that 270. We're going to have resistance at that spiking high here in pre-market at $3. Now, anything over $3, that's when we could see this really get some hype, really get some attention, and start to see the next leg up. Anything over 3, we have room to 325. Anything over 325, we have room to 366, then 396, and then $4.22. Right now, support is going to be back down at 250. Light support, right? Better support is all the way back down at $2.14. So again, we're going to watch CNSP. Do I think it should be one of the top 3 stocks that we focus on right out of the gate? I don't, right? I think XELA is a better stock to watch out of the gate. I think CERE is a much better stock to watch out of the gate. And then finally, MRIN is another great stock to watch out of the gate. MRIN has been on a complete crazy rip and run to the upside, right? This stock has been going absolutely bananas from around $2, hitting highs last night in post-market of $11.75. MRIN is an absolute beast. Right now, we're trading 15 million shares. On average, we trade 10. So we still have attention. We still have activity. There's traders still over here on MRIN. MRIN's a low float stock, currently gapping up about 20%. So I actually took MRIN this morning off a textbook uptrend play, right? We have our uptrend, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Also pulling back into that prior high here last night, which was also our breakout level as well before we went on that big time rip and run to the upside. So right now we have the uptrend trying to hold the stock up as support. Look, every time it comes to the uptrend, it bounces, bounces, bounces. The second we crack and close below the uptrend is when we start turning to the bearish side. So again, I'm looking at the uptrend. If we crack, we're looking bearish, but we're looking very, very bearish once we lose 870 support. Once we crack below 870, that's when we're going to see a lot of people move on into the short side. A lot of longs taking profits because we have a lot of room all the way back down towards around 789. We ever crack below 789, we have a lot of room back down towards around $7.25. So with that being said, we got to hold above 875. If we can hold above 875 here on MRIN, we can see the next leg up, back over 10, back up to 1175. The sky's the limit. This stock can rip and run and completely continue to go on this crazy move to the upside. You know, how high can it go? Well, I would say our next target over $12 would be up towards around 15 bucks looking at the daily chart, right? So if we break over that $11.75, $12 mark, we have a lot of room here on MRIN to rip and run all the way up towards around 14.45 to 15 bucks. All right. So again, as long as we're above the uptrend, as long as we're holding above 875, I'm thinking we're considered bullish and we still have some room to the upside. Maybe another great green day here on MRIN. However, if we crack below the uptrend and crack below 875, I think we could start to see our first red day, and I may look to short MRIN. All right, so top 3 stocks I want you guys focused on right out of the gate. All right, MRIN, definitely going to be number 1. All right, XELA, definitely going to be number 2. And then we have CERE. We do have a back burner play, BSQR. That's our number 1 top gainer with no credible reason to really be even moving up this morning in pre-market. But again, it is going to be added to our watch list because it's our number 1 top gainer. And we could see the stock go on a nice big run today. So that's going to be BSQR. And then lastly, we have AUUD. They announced the release and national launch of flagship audio app ahead of schedule. So they're announcing the release of their flagship app. Wow, that is just great news. I hope you guys sense the sarcasm. That's why we don't see a lot of activity here on AUUD, right? Look at the price action, look at the charts compared to like MRIN or XELA, right? AUUD doesn't look as appealing. Now, granted, it has volume. It's up 25%. It's trading 6 million shares in comparison to its 1.3 average daily volume, and the float's low. But right now, we don't have a good looking chart compared to some of our other top stocks that we're focused on right out of the gate. But I do want to keep AUUD on watch. AUUD is number 7 on the leaderboard. It is gapping up 30%, right? It does have great volume, and we are slowly pulling back into a prior level of resistance, aka new support, back down towards around $7. All right, so if we can hold above 7, we can definitely see AUUD back up towards around 855. Now, if we lose $7, we can see this play all the way back down towards around $6.32. Now, one thing I want you guys to be mindful of as well is we have a little bit of this uptrend, right? You can see that we still have somewhat of a solid uptrend. Can you connect the lows perfectly? Right there you can, right? So again, not only do we have $7 support, but we also have this nice uptrend as well. So we're going to be watching AUUD. Doesn't look that great here in pre-market. I think MRIN looks better. I think XELA and CERE look better. But AUUD has a reason to be moving up. It has volume. It's a low float stock. And technically speaking, it still shows potential to get some action. We just need more volume. We need more traders to land on AUUD to start seeing that next leg up. Right now, we just don't have the volume. But again, I want you guys to keep this one on watch, over $7 with room to 855. All right, anything below $7, we have room to fall back down towards around $6.32. So again, those are my top stocks that I'm watching today. Again, number 1 is going to be MRIN. Number 2 is going to be XELA. Number 3 is going to be CERE, followed by a couple back burners. That's BSQR and AUUD. Now, I'm leaving us some time, about 5 minutes, for you guys to post a ticker that you're watching so I can go ahead and do some analysis on that as well. Man, this... Whoever this Ansa Tander is, you can jump off the stream. You are the most negative person I think I've ever talked to in my life. I don't have time for negative people, so you can go ahead and just remove yourself from the stream. I'll actually go ahead and block you because I don't have time for a negative. There we go. We don't have enough time for negative stuff, so there we go. Nothing but positivity here on the stream. ORPH, absolutely. Let's go look at ORPH. Woo, buddy. ORPH on the move again. ORPH from around $7 to $8.50. Shares are trading higher after the company was granted a U.S. patent titled use of HSP 70. So again, they were granted a patent. So again, we're definitely going to be watching ORPH. Yes, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Again, like, I'm not going to argue with people. But I don't have time to sit there and even just entertain or read the comments. So block. Have a good one. Happy and safe trading. We're here having fun. We're here making money. So that being said, 908 is going to be a level of resistance here. But look at this big 4-hour gap, or this big 1-hour gap. I mean, this one has room back up to 14. So right now, if we can clear 908, look at it on a 1-hour chart, right? Look at all that prior support, 908. Look at all that big resistance at 908. We start breaking out over $9 here on ORPH. Woo, buddy. 10, 12, $14. ORPH, looking really good, team. ORPH. Keeping this one on high watch. Now, where's support on this play? We could probably sit here and say support right where it's trying to hold, right above 840, right around 840. But honestly, I'm going to bring it down into that 820 level. I think 820 would be a little bit better. So right now, 820 to 840 light support. Here's what we have going on, ORPH. Someone please nail this for me. For those of you that have been with us for the last 2 to 3 months, what kind of strategy are we starting to see form here on ORPH? Whoever gets it right, I'm going to kiss them. Big old smooch. Mwah! Right, flag, but what kind of strategy is that? When you see a flag formation coming out of pre-market, so when you see a stock flagging out of pre-market, what kind of strategy or what kind of setup could that lead to? We did a lesson on this 2 weeks ago on Monday. You guys are close. We did talk about the washout longs, but when a stock is flagging out of pre-market, I mean, look at ORPH, right? I mean, this stock is literally beautifully flagging out of pre-market. Big push, consolidation, gap and go. Woo, gap and go. So when you see a stock flagging out of pre-market, 80% of the time you see a big gap and go, and 80% of the time the stock gets halted. So again, we could see a measured move to the upside out of this bull flag, and that would cause a halt on this play. So again, this stock just went from $7 all the way to $8.50. A measured move puts you right at $10, guys. And that would trigger a halt on ORPH. So with that being said, I'm looking to get involved just because it's a beautiful flag. It's beautiful. I may take a small starter for the possible gap and go into a halt here on ORPH, right? Or washout long. I like blending the washout long and the gap and go together, right? I like to see the stock flagging out of pre-market, quick dump into a level of support. That's the washout long, followed by the big squeeze into the gap and go. And gap and goes are very, very nice setups and typically lead to the rest of the day continuing to the upside. So if we get this flag to pop out of the gate and we get that gap and go into a halt, we can see ORPH be our number one stock of the day all the way up towards around 14 bucks. So ORPH is my number one stock that I'm watching right out of the gate. ORPH. Now I have support at 821. That's VWAP as well. That's also some daily support. Some higher time frame support on ORPH. So I'm definitely watching ORPH on high watch, my number one play. Again, it is risky because it's right out of the gate. So again, as a newer trader, it may not be the strategy for you. But with that being said, I have an order ready because I do like ORPH. So right now we are live. I might be in and out of this a couple times before I nail the actual entry, but I like that possible gap and go on ORPH. Right now we're pulling back a little bit. Pulling back. That's good. A little bit of a washout. I'm going to start an entry right there. I do like ORPH a lot, and that's the only reason I'm getting involved. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I like the fact that ORPH could turn into a nice washout long followed by the gap and go. If I take a little bit of loss, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Let's see if we can pop back up here. So let's go ahead and go into our 1 minute. Right on down into support, right on that first candle, right down into the 821 and right into the VWAP as well. If it starts cracking below, we could see a red to green move on decreased volume. So I like the play. I think it has great potential today. So I'm okay with letting this breathe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a red to green move as well. So right now we are getting the washout, and I'm just building a nice little position here on ORPH. Again, it's very, very risky because there's not a real strategy behind this. Very, very risky. With that being said, I like it. I like it. I just want to keep sitting here and saying risky, risky, risky because I don't want newer traders jumping on in, not understanding that it's a risky play. So looking for a quick re-break over the open, and that should create a lot of hype and a lot of volume to move into this play if we cleanly break with volume over the open. It's got to break the open here. It's got to break the open. It's got to break the open. All right, gap and go, motherfucker. Let's go. Excuse my language. I get excited. This one has to break 866 now. I'm still holding on to it. I think we get a high-a-day break. Come on, baby. Gap and go for the team. Gap and go for the team. Ooh, ooh. Just gap and go for the team. You're almost... Gap and go for the team. Ba, 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 ba. I took half. I took half there on ORPH. And we're walking away with some money today, team. Up $200. Wash out long, gap and go. Ugh. Just getting it. Just getting it.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
You know I have to do it, team. I have to do it. So, realistically, stops are now break even on my last 300 shares. I had to throw that in there real quick. I had to just go ahead and throw that in there. Have some fun. So right now, looking for a new high a day, and if we get a new high a day, let's get that rip and run over 875. 875 is a key level. Right now, I'll take more profit if we dip back below 860. If we dip back below 860, I'm going to take another 150 shares off the table, just locking in some profit. Right now, up $174 over on ORPH. So right now, green's green. Let's see if we get an 875 break. Let's see if we can get an 875 break here. An 875 break would cause a lot of volume to move into this play. That's where we could see a really big, nice, aggressive move to the upside. Come on, baby. Break that 875. Quit backing down. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more profit, and I'm out for now. I'm out. We couldn't break 875. We had 3 attempts, right? We had 3 attempts. 1, 2, 3 over 875. That tells me that sellers are definitely holding this down. I'm going to go ahead and lock in my $161. To the penny, 161 with no change. Quick little washout long, quick little gap and go. I hope it squeezes. I hope it rips and runs. I hope it hits new highs a day for you. But I'm going to go ahead and lock in my 161. Like I said, small, consistent base hits. That's it. Small, consistent base hits. But let's go. Gap and go, baby. Gap and go. Beautiful flag out of pre-market. Washout long, followed by the gap and go. How did we know it was going to do that? Well, we didn't know it was going to do the washout long, but we knew we had great odds of a gap and go. Catherine, whoop, whoop, that's my day. Catherine's already done. She's done. She's already made her money. She's in, she's out, she's out of here. I'm out of here too. Cole, you go ahead and take the floor, all right? I'm gone. I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Have a good one. Nah, I'm kidding. I can't leave. I love you guys too much. I can't leave. Tips on knowing what stocks to day trade. Well, if you join us on YouTube every single morning, absolutely free, I actually break down how to identify the top stocks of the day. And I'm doing this every single morning for free to help the new trader out, to where they know how to pick and choose what stocks are worthy of actually watching. So again, YouTube, Alpha Day Trading, every single morning, absolutely free. All right. And that's going to give you a lot of value and a lot of education. Chris and everybody else, there are going to be issues with chat this week. We're adding all of those amazing features that you guys want. All right. Again, you guys wanted me to spend a shit ton of money. I'm spending a shit ton of money. Spelling check, reactions to messages, user list, replacing the generic emojis with an Apple emojis, a voting system, a polling system, copy and paste your pictures, user tagging with notification to the user if they're tagged in a message. Add a new chat room. This is going to be for our signals with SMS opt-in notifications enabled, to where if I post something in our alert box, our signals room, you guys can get a text message updating you guys on what I'm looking at and why I'm looking at it. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. We're building an application. So there's work being done on the back end, which is going to possibly cause just a few bugs this week. So I understand your patience. I understand your understanding, right? So if you do notice issues, a simple refresh is always going to fix the issues when we have things going on in the back end. So again, if you notice that this chat's not scrolling down when a new message comes in and you manually have to do it, go ahead and just refresh, and that should go ahead and fix the issues. And again, if this issue still persists as these updates are coming in, all right, I will let the developer know, and we will make sure that that is taken care of. But guys, every feature you wanted, we're adding over the next week. I'm adding a mobile application for the chat room. So now you can actually trade on the go, right through a mobile app, push notifications, everything that you guys want, you guys are going to get, and we're revamping the website overall. So the entire chat room page is getting a complete, brand new, better design, better functionality. When I tell you these features are amazing, these features are going to be absolutely amazing, guys. You thought it was good the way it was? Just wait. Here in about a week, we should be able to roll all those new features out. So CERE, nice red to green move. It is currently flagging above that 2182 daily chart resistance level. We're above the 2182. We're flagging above. We're holding above that 9 EMA. If we hold above 22, we hold above the 9 EMA, we could see the next leg up here on CERE. So right now, in the last 2 days, locking in about $1,200 of profit. Putting me $200 away, $300 away from hitting my goal. And AMC needs to be kept on watch as well. I actually put this in our morning stock newsletter. I actually posted AMC in our alert room as well. So go ahead and check out my analysis and what I'm looking at there on AMC. As AMC is definitely in that spot to where we can start to see it really break on out and move to the upside. So I go live on TikTok just to answer your questions from 8 to 9 in the morning. We go live on YouTube at 9 o'clock, and then I give my team my undivided attention from 9 until the end of the day. So again, join us on YouTube. You see my screen, you hear the commentary, and at least you're not just looking at my face. But right now, my team has my absolute undivided attention. And right now I'm looking at CERE here for a possible entry out of this flag formation above 22. And I'm only taking 100 shares on the play. I don't need a lot to make a good couple bucks here on this play, right? I do not need a lot of size to make some decent profits here on CERE. So I only took 100 shares and I'm up $60. Looking for the new high a day, looking for the break out of the flag formation. Good volume. Let's get a high a day over 23, baby. Let's get a high a day over 23 right here, right now. Come on. Don't dump. Don't give everything back. My stops are under 22. My stops are going to be at like 21.82 on this play. I'm in at 22.24. I'm up 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Nothing crazy. Looking for a new high a day. We have room to 25 on CERE. I'm up about 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 100 bucks. Let's go. New high a day. Woo! Trading in this market can sometimes be a little too easy. Let's just hope it doesn't dump all the way back down and stop me out. Don't be a false breakout, baby. We want to see you at 25. Close over 23 for us. Get back over 23. I believe in you, CERE. You can do it. You got 4 seconds. You got 4 seconds. I'm taking half. I'm taking half right there. We didn't close above 23, and I'm locking it up. I'm locking it up. I had a small $50 loss in pre-market on CERE. I was able to get a whopping $35 out of the trade. I was up $100, but I thought we could squeeze the 25. That was a big pop over 23 from that 22 entry. That was a great sign that we could see this really start moving on up. So I went ahead and cut it just in case it starts to dump on off. But what do we have? A possible ascending triangle breakout, right? We have a possible ascending triangle breakout here on CERE. As long as it's holding above the 9 EMA and building those higher lows, we could see the ascending triangle breakout here on CERE. So right now ideally, we don't want to see it back below 22.25. 22.25 is like our low point. This one looks like it could start breaking out here. But again, I don't want to get caught up in any kind of like false breakout here on CERE. But it's tempting because it looks like it could definitely pop all the way up to 24.74. Stops are going to be, maybe $1 away, and you can grab about $2 of profit. So if I'm going to risk $1, I'd only want to take about 100 shares. I want to pull the trigger, but I don't want to pull the trigger at the highs. If I miss it, I miss it, but I can't be a buyer at 23.40. But right now, if this closes over 23 on this candle, I'm possibly going long on the pullback to 23. So we have another 15 seconds for this stock to close over 23 for me to possibly go long. Again, that's a clean breakout with volume over that level of resistance. Maybe a quick little pullback to 23 to tag it. And then maybe get it for a dip buy. So pull back to 23 a little bit. I'm looking to be a buyer at 23 for the retest. But I don't think I'm going to get it. This thing is still grinding higher. I use Lightspeed as my broker. Lightspeed is my broker. I use TD Ameritrade for my charting. So I'm looking for the 23 retest to maybe get a quick little fill for the next big pop to the upside here on CERE. I'm looking for a quick little dip buy right around 23 bucks. We also have the uptrend in the 9 EMA that's still being respected here on CERE. And this stock is just not quitting. AUUD is currently about to get halted here on AUUD. Look at it. It came down to 7 and bounced. Nice little red to green move off the $7 support. So we're seeing a lot of red to green moves. Seeing a decent amount of red to green moves, right? We saw CERE, quick red to green move, right? We saw ORPH, right? We had ORPH, quick little red to green move. Then we saw AUUD, quick little red to green move. So that's kind of what we're seeing in the market. So coming into the market tomorrow, looking for those quick sell-offs into support, possible red to green moves, is that's kind of the market conditions right now from what we've been seeing. XELA is just being an absolute beast at this time. Broke over that 242 level. Right now, XELA has room to 3 and then 316. Possible halt strategy on AUUD. Possible halt strategy, yes, on AUUD. This one will be live at 9:40, 9:26. So we have quite a bit of time. But looking for a possible halt strategy there on AUUD. So right now we're waiting for AUUD to get unhalted. XELA has room to $3. MRIN, possible first red day. Again, we said the crack below 875. Watch for this to fade all the way down towards around 789 and then down towards around 725 over on MRIN. AUUD is currently halted. Waiting for this one to go live. ORPH, we're trying the bottom on a nice big W, a nice big double bottom above $8. So right now, ORPH, we could see a nice little reversal starting to form right here, right? Quick little red to green move, coming down, bounce, bounce. We could start to see this trend back higher to get back up towards around the 875 and maybe even that 908 level here on ORPH. So we're watching ORPH here for a possible double bottom reversal. CERE, I think we're due for a little bit more of a pullback. It's looking a little top heavy right now. And then AUUD will be live here in the next 2 minutes. So here in about a minute and a half, we'll be live here on AUUD. If we go look at AUUD, right now I have bids at 855. I see flashing 850, 860. So we could see the gap up here on AUUD. AUUD will be live at 49:26. So you got about a minute to go here on AUUD for the possible gap and go. Right now we have buyers at 820, so we may actually see the gap down into 8 and then see the break. So either way, I'm definitely watching AUUD here. Either A for the gap up, the wash out into the halt level, and then the rebound for the next leg up, or what I'm seeing is a possible gap down, maybe a quick sell off to 8, then the break over 825 for the next leg up. So we will be live here in about 26 seconds. So all eyes right now, traders, over on AUUD. Right now we got bids at 859, 860, so it's just flashing around. So again, we'll see how this comes out of the hole. We have about 20 seconds to go. We're looking at 26 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Gap up, washout. I didn't get filled again. Fuck me. Look at that. Not even a fill. 3 cents away. But that's the gap, and that's the halt strategy, right? That's the go-to halt strategy that no one really teaches. This is something that I came up with. Stock gaps up, pulls back into the halt level very quick, and then rebounds and pops aggressively. Again, that was a dollar move. That was about a dollar move from gap up, washout. If you would have gotten filled, floop. But again, I never got filled. There's a lot of volume right now over on AUUD. There's a lot of volume on AUUD. I want to see if it's going to hold above 875. It's fighting to stay above 875 here. I'm long at 891 with a 15-cent risk, looking for a big squeeze even higher here on AUUD above 875, just to see if it can actually move on up over that 875 natural psychological support level. So right now I'm up about $9. I only took 300 shares because it's a risky play. I know it's a risky play. I'm buying at the highs, but I think we could possibly see another leg up, especially if we're trading over 875. So I only took 300 shares of AUUD, and I'm risking about 20 cents on the play. Looking for a nice big break to the upside back over 9. See if we have another possible leg up over that 875. And I'm out. So it was a risky play, but it was worth trying to get involved over that high, right? We were consolidating above that 875 high. And that, to me, that beautiful gap on volume consolidation, we could have easily saw that next leg up to 10. So that's why I went ahead and took a small 300 share position, and I lost a whopping $58 just to give that play a go. $25 was your target. Actually, $24.74 was your target. So you just hit $24.98. So again, you should have been taking profit. You should be taking profit now. If you break over 25, you have room to 27. That would be your second target. Your third target would be 29.13. Right now, you do not want to see CERE back below 23.80. You do not want to see it back below, let's just call it 23.75. We hold above that level, we can break 25 and get the next leg up there on CERE, but your first target was already hit of 24.74 there on CERE. I'm still looking at AUUD for that decreasing volume pullback. All right, so if we can get that nice, healthy, decreasing volume pullback down towards around 825, that could be a great area to get long for the bounce there on AUUD. I still think we have a little bit of room to the downside here on AUUD. I'd like to see it down towards around that 825 level. CERE. I like the decreasing volume pullback into that previous high, into the 9 EMA. Everything looks really good. 9 EMA, prior high, decreasing volume pullback. 3 candles as well. So this one looks healthy. This one looks good. Let's see how this candle closes out here. It all depends on how this last candle closes on out if we're going to get that next leg up, back up to that $25 mark over on CERE. So I'm looking at a possible trade here if we close out properly on this candle. I'm long, CERE. Looking to see if we get that decreasing volume pullback reversal here above 24. It's got to start popping here on some volume. It's got to start popping right here on some volume here on CERE. Right now, we're not really seeing that pop from buyers that we want to see right out of the gate. That was a decent little close on that last candle back above 24. Now it's kind of struggling here a little bit. Stops have to be under that 23.75 mark. Stops have to be underneath that 23.75. Right now we're seeing a little bit of pop here. That's good. We got about 10 seconds left for this candle to close out strong. We have room for a break over 25. There's a pop over 25. Right now, I'm taking my stops mentally in my head, break even. Trying to give this a little bit of breathing room to see if we can get the leg up. And I'm out because we're just seeing a lot of selling pressure overhead. So I'm out. That was a... Well, hey, I was down 50, then I was down 15. I made another whopping $30 on the trade. So, hey, green's green, right? So I'm currently up $15.72 on CERE. Good trades. I'm not getting my profit off the table quick enough. The first trade was great, right? Into a new high, came back down. I made 30 bucks, but I was up $100. Same thing here. I was up $100 on the trade, right? I was up $1 a share on 125 shares. But again, I was looking for that nice big breakout, then immediately it just starts coming back down. So CERE, I don't know, guys. I don't know. A lot of clean setups, but you got to be quick to take profit on the stock. Don't try and hold into the high because, like me, you're going to keep getting those small little teeny weeny trades. You know, I could have probably made $200 on CERE if I would have just locked in those quick $100 scalps. But CERE doesn't look all that bad. CERE still has potential to break 25 as long as it holds above 23.75 here on CERE. So as long as we're above 23.75 on CERE, we could see the $25 break coming on up. I like the price action. I like the volume. I like what I'm seeing here on CERE. I may be looking to take this again for that next leg up. So I'm actually long again on 50 shares. Not a lot. 50 shares, I can really let the stock breathe. So right now my stops are going to be down in the low 23s. I'm going to hold 50 shares for a possible break up towards 27. So I'm looking for $3 of profit. I'm going to risk no more than probably 50 cents to $1 on this play just to see if we can finally get that nice big pop over 25. I like the price action. I like the volume. Everything that I'm seeing doesn't look all that bad. So again, that's why I went 50 shares, right? So I can give the stock some breathing room, and I can actually wait to see if we get that nice grind up over 25 to 27, then maybe even 29 bucks here on CERE. Stops are going to be below 23.70. Honestly, I said I'll let it breathe, but that goes against the reason I'm in the trade in the first place. If I let it go all the way down to 23, it makes no sense. You know, my trade is above support at 23.75, so I'm looking at like a 23.65 stop loss on the play. On 50 shares, I'll lose like 25 bucks. But I have potential to make 100, 150. Oof. Look at that. It's going to pop back up a little bit. It's going to pop back up a little bit, and then I can go ahead and get out. We all know it's going to pop back up probably 23.50. Just like that, and I got out at 23.50. So that's okay. CERE, I'm done trading CERE. A couple good setups. It's moving pretty quick. I can't seem to, you know, really get those profits off the table quick enough. So CERE, I'm down 26 bucks on for the day. I'm probably not going to be really touching that one. ORPH is below 8. AUUD is back above the 875, looking to break over the highs here. BSQR, again, like we said, it was the #1 gainer with no real reason to be moving, and as we can see, traders are just not interested. XELA slowly pulling back, and then MRIN is still below 875. DBGI is halted to the upside. The only thing I don't like about the halt on this play is where's our high? Where's our next level of resistance? 747. So if we gap down below 747 and even wash out to the 731, the probability of getting that aggressive bounce is not really high. Well, anytime a new message comes in, right? Anytime a new message comes in, it should automatically scroll down for you. So, see like that. See how it automatically pops up at the bottom? So you're telling me, Chris, that you've had that issue for a long time? Like you have to always manually scroll down? If that's the case, let me just reach out to my developer real quick. Yeah, we'll get that fixed, man. Thanks for letting me know. I had no idea that was an issue, but thank you for letting me know, and we'll get that fixed. Here in the next week, you're going to start seeing a little support bubble down at the lower right-hand corner of the page. It's going to be a little support help ticket bubble. So if you have any issues, live chat, you can go ahead and send me a message right there through the support. My developer will be tied into that as well. So any technical issues that is typed up, he'll be able to see that and get it resolved same day. Right, so I do have him tied into that. You'll start to see a little bubble, probably lower left-hand corner. You click it, create a support ticket. He gets it. He can fix it day one, which is really, really nice versus me having to get the feedback. send it to him, wait a couple days. He'll be able to take care of things right off the bat. Because on my end, everything looks beautiful. On my end, everything pops up like they should. I don't have to scroll. I don't know. It's weird. And again, the phone, you guys are going to be good. Because guess what? We have a mobile application coming. So don't worry. You'll be able to go to the App Store, the Google Play Store, type in Alpha Day Trading, download yourself a beautiful application, and tune in the chat that way. So I'm still watching DBGI. Yeah, because I don't even have to do anything. Literally, everything just pops down for me. And I use a VPN. I think it's a VPN to where I'm not even really pulling from my area to where it would, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, you guys need scanners. I forgot. So we got some action in the market today. VINO. VINO, yeah, that one's getting some action, but that one just dumped off pretty hard from the highs. We'll keep that one on watch. I think DBGI has potential to break over 750, guys. I think DBGI has a lot of great potential to break over 750. Let's see if it's actually going to hold above that 683. So I have a small 100 share position on DBGI off the pullback to 683, right into the first pullback to the 9 EMA as well. 100 shares, first target 750, looking for a 750 break, possibly into a second halt. We just need some volume. We don't really have the volume that we want to see. I'm just buying the dip at 683 for the possible pop back on up above that 9 EMA. Right now, you can see based on the volume, it's just kind of struggling a little bit. There's the possible bounce off VWAP, maybe a regain of that 683 level and close above. We could see some action move on into DBGI. About 20 seconds left on this candle. Still trying to close on up above the 9. A little bit of a flag, right? It looks like a little bit of a flag, leg up, consolidation above supports. Let's see if we can re-break 7. A re-break of 7. We can definitely see some volume move in and possibly see that next leg up here on DBGI. Not a big fan, to be honest with you. Not a big fan now. Well, let's give it a sec. I'll give it about 10 more cents. Buyers need to get up over 7 here. Buyers need to get up over 7 and really start to see that possible leg up here on DBGI. Right now, we just don't have the volume. Right now, we just don't really have a lot of volume right now on DBGI to really get that, you know, aggressive pop over 7. But we do have about 5 more seconds on this candle. Let's see if buyers can pop 7 here. All right, here we go. Keep pushing, baby. We got room to 750 here on DBGI. Really don't want to see buyers lose $7 again. I want to see the price hold above 7 here. The second I see a seller dip back below 7, I'm going to go ahead and walk away with probably a break-even trade, but I want to give this a little bit of breathing room over 7. Seeing a lot of shakiness right now from buyers. Buyers really aren't stepping on up to the plate. I'm going to just put a hard stop in the system here at 690. And I'm going to let this thing do its thing. If it stops me out, I lose 4 cents a share. I want to see if we have that potential to pop back over 750 here on DBGI. My stops are pretty much break even right now. So DBGI's dead. ORPH is trying to fight for 8. We'll keep that one on watch. CERE, that stock slowly grinding to the upside. AUUD was a killer trade. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But right now we have to get back over that 825 on AUUD. BSQR, that play trying to get a little bit of reversal. XELA, that one looks kind of done for. And MRIN, woo, guess what? We're back above the uptrend. We're back above it. So let's see if we can actually hold above that trend line now. The trend line's still in play. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Tried holding it, cracked. Resistance, boop, back above. That is now going to hold up as support. And we have resistance right off those highs around 987 to 10 bucks. Now, if we ever break over that 987 to 10 bucks, how high can MRIN go? We just got to look left. Look at all those prior highs. Those are all going to be really decent levels to lock in some profits, right? Maybe like 1050, back up towards around 1135, and then back up towards around 1175 here on MRIN. So what could this be? The fact that we have this beautiful uptrend now holding this up as support, right? The trend line's still valid. What kind of pattern could we see play on out here on MRIN? What kind of pattern could we possibly see play on out here on MRIN? Oh, that cup and handle. That cup needs a handle. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that handle forming above the uptrend looks pretty nice. Looks very nice. Cole, 8% on the day. All right, he's starting it. We're going to finish. Let's go ahead and get those profits up in profits chat, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody get those profits up in profits chat. So 629 P&L going inside of profits chat. So let's go ahead and run a retracement and see if we get that textbook cup and handle. So right now, MRIN, we're just kind of waiting for a little bit of that cup and handle, baby. Little bit of bump and grind. Let's see, is it going to hold the uptrend, or is the trend line not going to be valid, and are we going to see this play back on down to like 913? But at the same time, we can honestly run the fib off that move. And that was your 50%. So from low to high, that was your 50% right there at that 933. So boom, right there, support. 930 support right now. You want to see this stay above for a textbook cup and handle. And you also have the uptrend as support as well. So overall, this is showing a lot of great potential to the upside team. So right now, all eyes here on MRIN for the possible cup and handle breakout.